Alright, welcome back to second chapter. We're here at the end of the Limestone cave. I went through it and collected everything. There wasn't much in there. Just penguin enemies and some chests. That's... There's our man. Okay, I've managed to pull the chest up. No doubt about it. I finally found it. Yeah, I finally found it. Finally found it. Found it. Oh, it does it for me. How nice. Jimmy, you're amazing. I love you. Amazing. I love you. Love you. Ah, I guess this isn't the time to be goofing around. I better check the contents before some monster shows up. Whoa! Who are you guys? Forget that. What the heck are you doing playing around in a place like this? Are you nuts? Oblivious as always. You haven't changed a bit. Huh? You're... Hey Jimmy, it's been a while. When did I take that job of yours back in Rouen? Oh man, that takes me back. So, what brings you here? Your place of lodging issued a search request. So we came looking for you. Oh, you came all the way from Zeiss, huh? Well, sorry, but I can't go back yet. I'm about to make the discovery of the century. You mean that chest? Yeah, I managed to pull it up just a moment ago. Pull it up, like, from the lake? Yeah, talk about a crazy hiding spot. Still, that's what I'd expect for the great pirate Shamir's treasure. What? That's the treasure you've been looking for? No doubt about it. I followed a long trail and many old maps to get here. Look, I don't care. Just hurry. If we linger, the monsters are sure to notice us. Whoa, yeah, you're right. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna open the chest. Why are you quiet all of a sudden? Give me a second. What? What is this? Whoa, that sure surprised me. Anyone else hear that? Oh man, this is so a trap, isn't it? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling. How does this technology work? I don't remember this part. Looks like your bad feeling was right on the mark. Here they come. It's a penguin trap? Why do I not remember how stupid this is? Whoa there, there are tons of them. Jimmy, behind you! Huh? Whoa, over here too! Another evil penguin. Surprise, surprise. What? I guess that's the new lord of this little domain. Watch out, it's coming for us! Okay, yeah, the big one's not identical to the one we killed in first chapter. This is stupid. How do the penguins have a security system? I don't understand. Trails, why are you so confusing? Alright, let's whack these penguins. There's a lot of them. Hold on, can I? Yeah, that's right. You can move the camera in battle. I was about to say, where is this little one? Pink penguin is paralyzed with fear. Mating call. Is that like a charm status? Oh shit, Jimmy! I'm gonna have to heal this jackass. Oh my god, he might fucking get a game over for me. Oh, what a dumb jackass. Alright. Just use an item on him. I assume I can do that, right? This should be plenty. Okay, yeah, he doesn't even have 2,000 HP. He has like, I don't know, 1,800 or something. Alright, let's shoot these penguins. You go, Tita. Oh yeah, I built up a Tita and Zen's ordnance, by the way. Bam. Alright, time to take care of the boss. With just basic attacks, who cares? Okay, Jimmy actually ran away, like a frickin' smart ally for once. Just out of my range, huh? I should probably cure Tita so she doesn't be a problem. Let's see. Smelling salts, I think. No. One attack. There we go. I confused Jimmy. I wonder what he'll do. Whoa! I guess they just run around in circles when they get confused. Guest NPCs. I like that Jimmy continues to act like an idiot even in the victory screen. Dumplings and tender poultry. Confuse. Quartz. Well, that was certainly a thing. It sure was, a flashy bird. I thought I was a goner. Well, we managed to push them back. Let's retreat before more come. Right. Okay then, I'll be quick. No, wait a moment. Why don't you leave that to us? There could be another trap. Yeah, good point. Well then, here we go. Nothing seems off, really. I think we're okay, but... Silver dew orb. Alright, the dubious pirate treasure has been secured. Wait, huh? What's wrong? There's a scrap of paper in here. It looks like a letter. Let's see. In memory of my 17th birthday and my retirement for piracy, here lies my silver dew orb. This gem holds the power to warn its bearer of all approaching danger. I can say my living to this day is thanks to none other than this jewel. However, I've grown old and weary of being bothered by the knights who come seeking it, and so I sink it into this lake. You who have found it, do as you please. However, as I wrote, this treasure comes with its own troubles. Shamir. Shermer? Whatever. The end. Holy crap, let me see it, please? Okay, calm down. Zeiss first, then I'll let you have it. Though if you'd like to fight that strange monster again, we could stay a bit longer. Pass. Going is good. Yes, very good. Let's go then. Yeah, let's. That was a very near thing. If you'd opened the chest first, you'd likely be monster food now. Whoa, monster food? I totally regret it, so please don't scare me like that. We're not trying to scare you, but you really were saved by a coincidence this time. Understand that and make sure you've learned something from all this. Got it. Anyway, I'm going to focus on getting a job for now so I can pay for an escort next time. So that's how it's gonna be. You may regret it, but you're still going into danger, huh? Well, yeah, I gotta. Treasure hunting's a man's romance. For discoveries like this, a little danger is unavoidable. Speaking of, what happened to the discovery this time? It seems it really was pirate treasure in the end. Right. Wait, why are you even here? Weren't you enjoying a refined moment on the second floor? Well, I happened to hear the cheerful sound of your sweet voices below. How could a social butterfly such as myself resist that siren call? Now, please, continue. Pretend I'm not here at all. If only. Anyway, putting that aside, first I need to give you back your treasure. Thank you. It's like a dream come true to really find treasure. Still, I wonder what it really is. Whatever it is, it sounds pretty incredible, judging by the letter that was left with it. That's true, but I've never seen anything like this before. Most likely an artifact. It's lost its power from the look of it, though. What? An artifact? Artifacts are relics from a long time ago, right? Even if it doesn't have any power, isn't it still pretty dangerous? Possibly. You should have it examined by the proper authorities. It's a bit of a problem to have citizens possess those things. The closest research facility would be the History Museum in the capital. If you wish, I could contact them for you. Please do. If it's that dangerous, I'd definitely like to have it looked at. Understood. Well then, I will prepare everything including your ticket to the capital. Wow, thanks! What great service! No, it's a necessary expense. After all, you're completely broke, aren't you? Whoa, how did you... That's Arkilika. But the way things are outside right now, it's probably best for you to take her up on the offer anyway. Walking the roads is just way too scary at the moment. Yes, I agree. You can get your ticket from the receptionist at the landing port. Well then, take care on your way to the capital. Really, thanks for today. No, thinking about it, it's not just today. I owe you guys a lot from before, too. Here, take this. Yin Yang, that's a decent quartz. It's a favorite of mine. I'd like you to have it. Are you sure? It's a sign of my thanks for saving my butt so many times. Please accept it. Hope we can see each other in the capital. Yeah, got it. Make sure you deliver that jewel to the museum. Yeah, leave it to me. Well then, if you will pardon me. Jimmy, good day. Yeah, you too. Hold on. Why were you so interested in that quest, Ollie? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good day. Still to think treasure hunting would end with us finding an artifact. Told faith in any situation. That perhaps is what matters. Yeah, and when you talk to people upstairs, you can choose to change the party up a little bit. Hold on, let me go to my options. Does the frame rate look weird to you? Looks weird to me. Yeah, something weird's going on with the game. I'm gonna shut down the recording and restart it. Alright, problem solved. That was weird. Don't know what was causing that, but it's fixed. Okay, so I think we're ready to go on to Grancel now. I did take the liberty to climb the Carnelia Tower. Nothing was there, just items. Totally optional, just a grindhouse. I looked at the capel again just to make sure there was nothing new in there. There's only one new entry, it looks like, from first chapter, and it has to do with the new battle ordnance. But it doesn't say anything that Kurt didn't tell us at the beginning of the game. Hey, welcome. You're the party of bracers bound for Grancel, right? Yeah, that's us. Kilika sent over the fare payment already. You guys ready to check in? Just like last time, it would probably be best if we stay here and wait for the ship once we check in. Are you certain we're done here in Zeiss? No, I'm not. No, damn it, that's not what I wanted. Okay, let me cut here. My bad. I forgot, like, it just occurred to me that even though we finished that quest in this room with Kilika, I probably still have to technically report it, and sure enough, I do. Alright, that should do for the chapter. That was almost a dumb mistake. I wonder if I screwed that up like in the first game. Maybe that's how I missed points, you never know. So let's look at the main page, our memo here, because I want to make sure I have everything we can so far. So we have 108 bracer points, and that is the maximum for this point in the game. We're at rank E+. Alright, now we can move on. That was a really dumb problem. And let's see, I also checked the shops in between videos, and our new copy of Liberal News has not come in just yet. Alright, now we can check in. Alright, I'll contact the guild and let them know to send the rest of your party. A sales group checked in and waited for the next passenger ship. Oh no, my controller. I don't know if that came through or not. I'm not sure if Shadowplay picks up on those sounds. Hopefully that doesn't mess with anything. My controller came unplugged for a second there. Looks like we're aboard the Sicilia again. I'm committed to trying to learn like what the names of all the ships are. This is the Sicilia. Yeah. Sicilia is the green one. Commit that to memory. Oh, no conversation. Alright, let's go check in on all the passengers then. Hey, sis! I don't want to sit here. Let's go outside. I'll be good, I promise. I said no. The last time you said that, you climbed the railing on the deck, didn't you? You're staying put right here no matter what. That's super dangerous on an airliner. Just you wait, Arcel. Oh, this is the guy getting the photos, right? Your lovely white frame will be mine in this camera. I've got a deal to make with Ambassador Cochrane of Calvert, and this is the big one. I hope it goes well. Next is the seat of Her Majesty herself, Grancel, the City of Beauty. It makes my heart rejoice to see it again, but it also brings to mind that recent coup. Something like that must never happen again. Well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. Are you... Okay. I thought the game fucking crashed because the music cut out, but it's just this idiot playing his lute in this room. Fucking Holly. You've seen that passenger playing the lute, right? It isn't just his music that's unique, his singing and the way he talks as well. How do I put it? I feel like he loves himself. A lot. I guess he's the textbook definition of narcissism, huh? If you need to shop in the capital, really the only stop you need to make is the Edel department store. Sure, it isn't as big as Beau's Market, but the merchandise is the best in the kingdom. If I had the time and Mira, I'd love to stop in and shop till I drop. Estelle, my fair rose. Welcome to Olivier Lindheim's lovely solo recital. Oh, adios, he escaped his chair. Seriously, who let you out of your seat? Just as bracers protect the innocent and military men protect their homes, it is the duty of performers such as I to protect the soul and pathos of the moment. He did apparently beg permission from the steward, Estelle. There's no harm in letting him play. No lasting harm, anyway. Shara, have you no appreciation for song? You even turned down my invitation to the Elmo Springs a month ago, in the most casual fashion imaginable. And I would drink myself under the table for you. What tragedy. If I actually had time to fool around like that, I'd consider it. Besides, I never actually drink you under the table deliberately. I just want someone who can match my pace. That's all I need from a drinking partner. Olivier, Shara doesn't quite get it. She doesn't realize how crazy her drinking speed is, or how her liver is basically the Gehenna of alcohol. I am sitting right here, you know, Estelle. But if you want to serenade me, my dear Lindheim, you'd better be ready to keep up with me. And remember, I won't work your liver nearly as hard as Aina would. Oh, please, let us never speak of that night again. The memories alone make my heart quail. I bet they do. Just what the heck? You know I don't actually want to know. What an idiot. In true Shara, I do not mind sharing a drink with. She may drink endlessly, but at least her face reddens and the liquor begins to tell on her demeanor. But Aina, no matter how much Aina drinks, she remains as sober as a statue. And when such a seemingly sober individual pours the libations, one can hardly judge his own intake with any degree of accuracy. Okay, I probably shouldn't encourage Olivier anymore on this train of thought. Wish I could have spent more time in the hot springs. Magazine reporters don't get any breaks. Speedy reporting is our lifeblood. And you can bet I'll have my latest report written up in the instant we hit the dock. What are you two up to? Hi, Estelle. Sweet! Out for a walk, Estelle? Uh-huh. You two just watching the clouds? Something like that. Chloe helped me become friends with Sieg. Right, Sieg? Sweet! That's great, Tita. Oh, and Chloe was telling me all about the school festival. You were a knight in the play, right? Well, kinda, yeah. Actually, a lot of people thought I cut a pretty dashing figure as a knight. Wow, neato. I wish I could have seen you act. Well, you can come to the festival next year, Tita. It's open to the public after all. Wait, really? Mom and Dad will be back by then, too. I'll ask Grandpa about it as soon as I get home. Well, if we do that. We'll have to get Estelle on the stage again next year. I think I'll just leave my thanks. Say, that reminds me, Tita. Your mom and dad are out of the country working, right? Yeah. They're helping to establish orbital technology in places that don't have it yet. They've been gone for 2 years. Wow, that is a long time. I hope they write you letters or something at least. Yeah, once every month. I wrote about you last time, Estelle, and in the reply, they said to give you their regards. Aw, that's sweet of them. So what kind of people are your parents, Tita? Is your mom like you? I bet she is. Like me? I don't think so. Mom's got a really, powerful personality, I guess. She and Grandpa kind of end up fighting and wrestling a lot over stuff. Wrestling? Well, she certainly sounds energetic. Oh, but they usually get along really well. Dad says their fighting is just a way they express their love. Well, okay. So, what's your dad like then? He's not like Mom at all. He's sort of quiet and reliable, I guess. He was a bracer until about 10 years ago. Wait, seriously? He told me once that he got hurt doing something and became an engineer afterward. Mom said he was really famous though. Huh, okay. They sound great. I'd love to meet them when they get back. Yeah, when they do, come over to play and I'll introduce you. Oh, Chloe, you too. I'd love to. Thank you, Tita. Scree? Oh, you can come too, Sieg. Scree! Don't you leave out my best boy, Sieg. I actually thought about writing her a letter myself. I do wonder how she's doing. There's a second scene? What the fuck? Oh yeah, Estelle. Do you know why the wind's nice and gentle on the deck like this? Isn't it just like that? Oh no. At the speed we're going, the wind should be really strong. We wouldn't be able to hear each other. We'd get swept off the deck, in fact. Wait, seriously? Ah, but if I recall correctly, there's a device aboard an airship that prevents such things. Uh-huh. It's a side effect of the flight field that keeps the ship in the air. An orbital flight engine envelops the ship in a field that counteracts gravity, you see. It also has an anti-inertial effect on anything striking the field, and that includes the particles that make up the wind. Chloe, are you following any of this? I think I understand half of it. But generating a flight field takes a lot of power. You need a really high output orbital engine to create the field at all. Oh, okay. So that's why people always say that it's the engine that determines what an airship can do. Speaking of which, the new engine Professor Russell and everyone developed for the Grancel is supposed to be incredible, isn't it? Uh-huh. Grandpa showed me the specs sheet for it. Its capabilities are way beyond existing engines. Grandpa and the rest of the team at the central factory worked really hard on it. I can imagine. Oh, Julia will be delighted. I've never read that conversation before. That answers like a weird question that I've just like put out the back of my mind, which is like how the ships work and why you can stand on the outside of them. I was like, I guess they just move really slowly for some reason. Like, no, there's actually an in-universe explanation for it. It's a bullshit explanation having to do with orbital technology, but whatever. Oh, Grancel's up next, is it? It is! Yikes, I need to start getting stuff ready to unload when we dock. We've got so much cargo to offload in Grancel. Where is Zen? Did I miss him? Maybe he's in here. Oh, he's probably in the top floor. I always forget about the top floor. Hello, miss. Having a look around the ship or just bored? We're above the Trap Plains at the moment. The weather's fantastic. Why not step out on the deck and catch the view? Helm, we're a bit high. Can you drop us down slightly? Let's reduce altitude now before we get caught up in an air current, please. Oh, this is Quint, the weird one. I don't know what's up with that character. Alright, top floor. Currently, to your right, is the front of the Annenburg wall. It has a long and storied history, which dates back to before the birth of the Herbro kingdom. According to some theories, it's linked to the ancient Sumerian civilization, but the truth of the matter is unclear. Whoa, so that's the fort? It really is a ruin. Then maybe there's some hidden treasure inside that nobody knows about. Jimmy, you lucky bastard. How did you get your hands on a frickin' artifact? So, about that non-aggression pact that's being signed. I heard that on the day of the signing, no civilians are being allowed into the villa where the ceremony is being held. Not surprising given that it hasn't been that long since the detestable coup, but it would have been nice to see the moment it was signed, you know? Those earthquakes in Zeiss were quite a surprise. To be so localized and happening in so many different places like that. I've been around the block a few times, but I've never seen anything like that. Oh, right. The Rouen mayoral election is coming up. It's between Norman, who's promoting tourism, and Portos, who's been promoting the harbor business. I wonder which candidate will get elected. Even if you're not a citizen of Rouen, it's still worth taking note of. Zen? Ah, Estelle. What is it? Need me for something? Oh, not really. It's just... You kind of looked like you were lost in thought. Yes. Just remembering the past a bit is all. With that sunglasses wolf guy, right? Yeah. We last met 6 years ago. At first it felt like longer, but it hasn't been that long, you know? I guess not. So that man was your senior at your, dojo, right? What kind of martial artist is he, anyway? Well... Simply put, he's a natural. His reflexes are perfect, and his sense for battle is keen. When I knew him, he kept himself in perfect shape, and it looks like that's still true today. And on top of all that, he knows how to utilize his chi exactly. And ever since, he is a cut above the normal man. Yeah, his moves. I've never seen anything like that. I think he might even be faster and stronger in some ways than that Lawrence guy, and that's scary. I think you might be right, yeah. When we were students, I admired that strength of his, envied it even. At least I did until 6 years ago, when he killed our mentor and master of the dojo, Ryuga. What? He killed his own? Sorry. I'm getting ahead of it. They both agreed to the fight, mind. Master Ryuga had long been aware of the darkness in Walter's heart. He'd grown drunk on his own power, and hungered for still more. Master constantly rebuked him for his actions, and reminded him what the proper heart of a martial artist is supposed to be. The living fist of the Taito style, that seeks to perfect oneself through the medium of honorable combat. The living fist, huh? That has a neat ring to it. Ultimately, though, Walter never listened. He relished the power which the most aggressive side of Taito style gave him. The aggressive side? Martial arts are used in combat, so no one can deny that they can be used to hurt people as much as defend them. And while there are many who train for the latter purpose, there are also those who seek to do the former. Those who do eventually become monsters, whose fists exist only to kill. We call this side of the Taito the murderer's fist. The what? In the end, Master Ryuga challenged Walter as he was preparing to leave the dojo to pursue that path. They fought a duel to the death over it, and Master lost. I was the observer for that match. I could do nothing but watch. Sin. Well, that's what happened, and I've been looking for Walter off and on ever since. To think we'd meet here, now, in Liberl, though. This is the hand of she who dwells above at work, and mark my words. Oh, sorry, Estelle. I didn't mean to chew your head off. Or, wait, was it ear? No, you didn't chew anything. Thanks for telling me. But, Zen, you're searching for Walter to get revenge, right? No. Like I said, their match was fairly fought. Master knew what could happen when he challenged Walter. There's no revenge to take. Oh, yeah, that's right. But then, why are you looking for him? There's something I want to confirm. Something to... Huh? Now I really don't get it. It's, kind of embarrassing. Either way, I'm still too inexperienced to find out. I hope I can sharpen myself by helping you. I see. Yeah. Well then, I hope you can keep up, Zen. We'll see, Estelle. You're the one with the shorter legs. Well, there's a big heartful conversation. Who have I not talked to? Maybe if I talk to him a second time. How about that? Oh yeah, speaking of, the story, not my legs. I think I get what's going on between you and Walter. But how does Kilika fit into all this? It's not really my place to say. I'll only say this much. Kilika was Master Ryuga's daughter. Oh. I think you can fill in the rest yourself for now, yeah? She'll probably tell you the full story someday. Yeah, fair enough. Yep, that's what we needed to hear. Thank you for flying with us today. We will be arriving in Grancel shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask that all passengers take their seats. And here we are back in the capital again. Feels pretty good. Guess we better check in with the guild branch first, huh? Yes, we should speak to Elnan and see what the army has in mind for us. I did notice that a certain white ship isn't in port today. The Arcel, I believe it was. Huh? You're right. That's the royal family's personal cruiser, right? It might be out on a mission or something. If I recall, the Arcel should be at Lyston Fortress at the moment. It's being fitted with the new engine Professor Russell and his colleagues have been working on. Oh yeah, Gustav said he'd be flying out to Lyston on the factory's airship. Oh, I see. So that awesome ship is being made even more awesome? I seriously can't wait to see that. They're just changing the engine, so I doubt the exterior will change much. But it'll totally be the world's fastest airship, that's for sure. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for coming. I've read the reports from Ruan and Zeiss. Good work, truly. You've done well in opposing the society thus far. I doubt the guys we fought would agree. Both that masked man and the guy with sunglasses didn't really seem to take it, or us, seriously. Even knowing that the society is moving is valuable, Estelle. Don't disparage yourself. Your successes should make the Royal Army trust us even further. On that note, why does the army want to see us? I'm guessing it has something to do with the society. Yes, about that. It seems they don't want to discuss it over the phone. An army official will be coming by soon to explain the situation in person. Something that cannot be discussed by phone, they say. What they mean is that they do not wish to risk any unwelcome ears listening in on the call. Wait, you can do that? Oh yes, it's quite possible. Telephones are convenient, but with the right equipment, intercepting a conversation signal is not very difficult. We use a scrambling device between branches to prevent interception of guild business, unfortunately. The scrambling doesn't work with the army for some reason. Yes, the army uses a different system. All calls between us are thus completely open. Well, that's ducky. Why can't the army just share a mixer scrambler thingamajigger with us? We are working together, but we're still an international citizens group, and they're a national defense force. As much as your father trusts us, Estelle, I don't think they can give us something so sensitive so easily. Elnan? From the sound of things, you do have some idea of what this is all about, yes? I doubt you would have called us directly otherwise. Ah, am I being that transparent? I can only hazard a guess, really, but I believe it's a very likely this has to do with the signing of the Non-Aggression Pact. The Non-Aggression Pact? I remember hearing something about that. What exactly is going on with that anyway? It is a treaty affecting Liberal, Erebonia, and Calvert proposed by Grandmother. In short, it says all countries involved will attempt at all times to solve international disputes without resorting to force. Whoa! So it'll end war? Well, no. There's no true enforcement mechanism beyond simply being known as a treaty breaker, so enforcing it like that would be difficult. It should still be something of a deterrent, though, and it will hopefully promote more friendly relations between ourselves and others. Oh, okay, I get it. Queen Alicia does it again. She's got a good eye for this kind of thing. It'd be neat if that made the countries nicer to each other. The pact is being signed in a large ceremony at the Herbro Villa next weekend. Dignitaries from all 3 nations will be attending, and the media is paying close attention. Which is to say, they may as well have painted a sign on the roof of the villa saying, "Ouroboros, please attack us." Oh, yeah, that could really get ugly. This is going to be quite the task, isn't it? So you just want us to wait here for the army official then? Correct. We do have some time before he's scheduled to arrive, so feel free to... Oh, pardon me a moment. Hello, this is the Grancel Racer Guild branch. Yes, yes. I see, yes. That certainly is a problem. Just a moment, please. Is that the army on the phone? No, it's a member of the Herbro Villa staff. They seem to have a lost child from one of the tourists in their care. Unfortunately, they can't seem to actually locate her parents. That's awful! Do they want us to help? Just so, Your Highness. They've asked for our aid in locating the child's parents or guardians. There's still some time before our guest from the army is due to arrive. Would you mind taking care of this? Sure, we'd be glad to. You're in, right, Shara? Of course. Let's get over to the villa. Thank you. Hello? Yes, we have a team of racers we can dispatch immediately. And your name, sir? Yes, understood. Well then, our racers will be over as soon as they are able. The lost child is in charge of a butler named Raymond. Once you arrive at the villa, inquire with him. Alright then. Wait a second. Raymond? Why does that ring a bell? Wasn't he that one butler we found? You know, when we saved Chloe during the coup, he was hiding under a counter. Right, Niall's friend. Ah, good. If you know him, that should make things even easier. Well then, good luck. Please form your party. You may choose 2 other members aside from the mandatory members. Let's take Ollie and... oh, this is tough. I want to take Tita. Let's take Chloe.
Together now.
Let's check the board. Alright, we got only 2. I think there might be fewer quests in this chapter, I'm not sure. Let's see, the Herb Scenic Route Monster from the Guild. A dangerous monster, Mad Tree, has been seen in the Grancel sewers. Enter the West Block entrance. Racers affiliated with this branch are asked to respond immediately to this threat. Item of note, it specializes in blood-sucking attacks. Reports suggest it may be weak to fire arts. And Grancel Sewer Monster... oh no, that was what I just read. So there's also the Herb Scenic Route Monster. A dangerous monster, Chronocider, has been sighted along the Herb Scenic Route. Racers affiliated with this branch are asked to respond immediately to this threat. Item of note, monster possesses extremely thick skin and has dizzying attacks. Respond equipped with arts. Alright, we have free reign of Grancel. So there's a lot to do here. There's the History Museum. Fortunately, Jimmy brought it up. I did remember I was about to bring that up, but Jimmy was like, I'm going there anyway. There's also, well, there's cafes and stuff. I need to find the general goods. There's, no, I need to go into the shopping center, the big area over here on the east side. I should be able to buy some of the liberal news info. Hey, look, it's Anton and Ricky back at their original hangout. Huh, look, Anton, that cloud. It looks like Duke Dunnan's hairstyle. In the end, everything is as it was. Today, too, I'm pondering. So much pondering. I'm sure I will spend tomorrow pondering as well. No job, no girlfriend. I wonder if my life has a purpose. Oh, Anton is big mood. Alright, let's see here. You got my Liberal News issue 4. Aren't there other things for sale here? Well, I know there are other things, but I mean like reading materials. That's one disappointment about the Sky trilogy is that outside of the collectible book and the Liberal News, there usually isn't too much to read. But I think that'll change in this chapter. I think there should be some additional stuff. Like first chapter also had those books you could read while you were in Zeiss that were like at the library and whatnot. So let's see here. Items. Books. Special. Earthquake's over. Zeiss stopped shaking. The earthquakes plaguing Zeiss have finally ended, it seems. The Wolf Fort incident mentioned in our previous edition was only the beginning. The city of Zeiss, Sanctime Gate, and Limestone Fortress were all hit by quakes as well, causing distress in the region. Sudden declaration of safety. However, not long after the earthquake at Limestone Fortress, a declaration of safety was issued by the Central Factory's Chief Murdoch. Some concern was expressed at the statement, but as a practical matter, there have been no earthquakes since. How such a declaration of safety is possible was explained by Chief Murdoch. We determined that the earthquakes were being caused by special circumstances, he clarified. These earthquakes, it seems, were being caused by underground septium veins, and that after analysis it was possible to state accurately when they had ended. The declaration also emphasized disaster preparedness for future incidents, however. Technology. New model engine finally complete. The new model orbital engine from the Central Factory is at last completed and has been revealed to the press. This engine was specifically designed for the cruiser Arcel and has higher output as well as streamlined maintenance for field repairs. The new engine will increase the Arcel's cruising speed to 3,200 Selge per hour, over 4 times the speed of an airliner, making it the fastest ship in the world. Foreign Affairs. New engines drive peace. Samples of the new model engines referred to in our previous article are to be presented to both the Empire and Republic as tokens of peace represented by this pact. These engines are said to be the key to next-generation flight, and such technological exchange is the promise made to those who promise to uphold the harmony between nations. Much is expected from Liberal's ace in negotiation. Society. Elmo Hot Springs get hot, hot, hot. And the earthquake struck Zeiss region even after Elmo Village felt the wrath of nature. Following a quake, their hot springs began boiling. The phenomenon ceased after a few hours, but it's thought to be related to some form of underground abnormality. After investigating, the Bracer Guild issued a statement that it was temporary with no likelihood of reoccurrence. A possible connection to the quakes will be investigated by the Central Factory at a later date. Well, there you have it. Alright, let's remember where the heck this history museum is. I think it's on the way to, I'm all sorts of turned upside down here. Okay, now we got the thing pointed north again. I think it's near the castle. So, unless it's like up here. Wait, is this it? Oh, here we go. The History Museum. I bet we see Jimmy here. Welcome to the History Museum. Let's read this. Tetracyclic Tower Outer Wall Segment. Age Pre-Septian? This wall segment was cut and crafted from a tetracyclic tower, the structure built shortly after the Great Collapse. Depicted upon it are a staff-wielding priest and a winged godlike being, typical of period frescas. Scholars continue to examine the design for any connection with Adios. So we want to go... Wow, this place has a lot of areas. Holy shit. I'm stupid for not spending more time in here before. Who are you? Oh, Santos, we ran into him. Oh? You, aren't you? Who are you again? Ouch. I'm Santos with the History Museum. I asked you to take photos of the tower in Rouen. That's who this dude is. Oh yeah, I remember now. So, how'd it go after that? Find anything about the tower device? No, embarrassingly, I haven't had any success. Everything about it is just so unknown. However, we do know the tower itself was built during the ancient Sumerian era. First, I suppose I need to check out what references we have in that area. Archaeology doesn't seem like the kind of thing that comes up with results that easily, huh? I guess all I can say is good luck. Yes, I'll do my best, thinking of this as the first step to uncovering lost ancient knowledge. Let's see, anything else interactable in this room? Nope. How about this room? Pre-Septian calendar. The ancient civilization of Sumeria. Around 1200 years ago, the advanced civilization of Sumeria was at its peak. Then suddenly and inexplicably, it disappeared. A great collapse occurred, destroying the Sumerian culture and plunging its people into a dark age of ruin. The items exhibited on the first floor are from the very beginning of this era. They aren't believed to be products of the ancient civilization itself, but nonetheless, its influence is clearly visible upon them, giving them immense academic worth. Ancient lantern. Age, Pre-Septian. A device built to hold fire. Most often found near towers and other ceremonial structures, may have religious significance. Stone pillar with relief. Age, Pre-Septian. Found at the bottom of Lake Valeria, adorned with reliefs similar to those found on the walls of the tetrasilic towers. You can't even really see what the heck this is. I think it's a floor tile. Floor tile. Age, Pre-Septian. A piece of tiled floor from inside a ruined building. Broken stone fit together to create a beautiful and intricate pattern. Septian calendar from 1 to 500. The Dark Age of Ruin. Immediately following the Great Collapse, the world was plunged into confusion, signaling the beginning of what came to be referred to as the Dark Ages. This era was defined by almost endless conflict between various powers and numerous nations, large and small, and lasted for roughly 500 years. Knights equipment. Age, Septian calendar 500. In an era defined by conflict, war became a way of life, and as a result, warriors came to wield great influence in society. This eventually led to them becoming a privileged social class of their own. The knights wielded armaments like these when they went out onto the battlefield, returning with more spoils and land and gradually increasing their influence and power all the more. Nothing about these armors though? Alright. Where does that staircase in this room lead to? The third floor, I guess? No, this is a completely separate area. Can I read anything in here? Nope. This is just for decoration, huh? I guess this is where the researchers hang out. So these are pictures of the ships. There's the Lind. Okay, this is dumb. That looks like the Bobcat. That is the frickin' that's the Capua ship. Why would they have a picture of that? This is just concept art. That's all this is. This is concept art, isn't it? Septian 1150 to 1200, the orbital post-revolutionary world. It's been only 50 years since Professor C. Epstein invented orbments, and world technology has advanced at lightning speed ever since. Perhaps the most notable representative of these advances is the modern orbital-powered airship. These orbital ships are already used extensively in Liberal, but neighboring nations such as Erebonia have also begun to devote themselves to their manufacture as well, and smaller-sized ships are also used. So I think that's the Lind. I'm not sure what that is. That's the Arcel. And that's the Bobcat for some unknown reason. Why would the Bobcat be up there? It's not even Liberal made. That was made in Erebonia. What do we got here? Medieval Loom. Septian calendar 900. A man-powered machine used to spin thread. As the Septian era continued and people became accustomed to peace, cotton and other crops became more widely cultivated and sold. This was also the era in which handicrafts with the intent to obtain money came into practice. Church Testaments Manuscript. Septian calendar 500. A handwritten copy of the scriptures used by the church at the end of the Dark Ages. The ability to print did not exist in the Middle Ages, leaving no choice but to copy by hand onto pieces of parchment. Church ritual items. Septian calendar 900 approximately. The church has long been a source of art, and this has been true since the dawn of the Septian era. It was around the year 900, however, that the current likeness of Aetios is thought to have been first created. Likewise, many of the ritual items used by the church today first assumed their present forms in this period too. That may or may not be super important. I don't know. That's one of those things that diehard Trails fans have taken note of, but we don't know whether or not it matters. So right there on this panel thing right here, it's not real clear, but that's Aidios. That is like the depiction of Aidios. She's a sky goddess, you know, that's what she is. So I think this is the only place in the Trails history that states this fact, that the first like created art of Aidios existed or began in 900. So that's only 300 years ago. Weird. It doesn't feel quite right. I don't know. It's such a weird detail. It's like, why would there not have been art of Aidios before then? Septian calendar 500 to 1100, the Septian era. The first appearance of the Septian Church occurred around the year 500 and marked the end of the Dark Ages. The church, centered around the goddess of the sky Aidios and espousing an ideology of human salvation, began to take an active role in society and rapidly permeated social consciousness. Eventually, the nobility and knight class could no longer ignore the church's power, and a new order was established with the church at the center. Professor Alba, who was staying here before, was quite the man. His theory about the Septarians or seven treasures was quite charming. I'd like to hear his opinion about the mysterious devices in the ancient towers that have activated recently. Apparently, he investigated the towers across the region after all. Professor Alba? Huh, who was that? It seems familiar. She can't fucking remember. Yeah, Sill's brain got played with when we ran into, to Weissman, when she had the ice cream and she was about to go back and see Joshua. She just didn't know that she was getting messed with. Ancient artifacts, age unknown. Artifacts, noun, a relic of any shape or size found in an ancient ruin and generally of unknown or uncertain purpose. The church believes these artifacts have some connection with the Septarians, gifts from Aidios, and their recovery is one of the duties that the church fulfills. Artifacts are said to have supernatural powers, but those on display here are all ones that have since lost said powers and are no longer functional. Yo, you might want to back up the video and reread this. This is important. This is super important. We're beginning to hear the phrase a bit more now. Can I read this? No, I cannot. The phrase Septarians. I think the first place it's ever mentioned by name is when we run into Alba in the tower that's just outside of Rolent, right? That's the first place we meet him. And Estelle Joshua end up climbing the tower with Dorothy and Niall, and they run into Alba Weissman at the top. And you have like a moment where you can go around and talk to everyone that's there. And when Estelle talks to Weissman, he mentions that story. You can go back and find it. It's in a really early first chapter video back in the prologue. And he says like the basic gist knowledge of what the Septarians are. Can I get in here? Sewer's currently off limits, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I think to do the monster quest, this is probably the wrong block. But if I go to the other side of the city, I might be able to enter the other entrance. I'm on the super wrong side. But yes, that's sort of important. It's funny because I bet there are people who have potentially played multiple Trails games that don't know that term and still don't understand what it is. I would say if anyone who has only played Trails of Cold Steel and did not go back and play Sky like they were hopefully told to do so, they probably wouldn't understand a damn thing about that. Here we go, we can enter this one. So let's see here. It's on the east side. Right. No, it's the west side. So, nothing really to help us out here. Give me a moment here. I think I can cheat this by looking at a map. Alright, I got it figured out. Let's see, there's a fishing spot. Alright, now I can cheese my way through the entire sewers and immediately figure out where it is I need to go. The Grancel sewers are just not worth fully exploring. They are not worth it. So let's see, there should be a path that takes me to the right over here. Now sometimes there are like weird devices inside the sewers that you have to flip to like open up certain areas and whatnot. So hopefully my progress doesn't get stopped by any of that. Hold on. There's our monster. Doesn't look too special, does it? Alright, let's sure, why not? Let's hurricane it. Get all of them. Alright, Ollie. I'm gonna drop a Lost Mobius on these bitches. They are thick. They are tougher than they look, huh? Alright, art. I need something with a bit more range here. Let's use Diamond Dust. Where are my good wind arts? Here we go. Mad Splash. Oh, they can spawn in ads. What bastards. This should do it. There we go.
Nicely done.
It's a lot of Sepith, but no experience. Exterminated the monster. What do we got here? Zerum capsule. You open the chest to find hundreds of hissing snakes and immediately close it again. Good thing you already got whatever item was in there. Alright, time to back up out of the sewers. I'll get those red chests later. I opened all the red chests in Zeiss, actually. I did it off camera. Most of them were fine. Most of them were not monsters. A couple of them were, though, and those were annoying. Let's see, am I going the right way here? Did I screw up? I think I screwed up. No, I was going the right way. I'm an idiot. Somehow already getting lost in here. And we'll be coming back here later, obviously, to do the eastern block. And we're out. So there's still the Herb Scenic Route monster, which is on our way to where we're going. We're going to the villa to go find the lost child. So out the south side of Grancel we go. Been a minute. It's the way we entered Grancel with Joshua at the end of first chapter. And right about here is where the Intelligence Division ship landed when Chloe was trying to like run her way into this place. Alright, which way is this? So Gurn Gate's that way. It's not super clear. You can go either way. It does loop around. So we'll just go this way. I think it should, yeah. So we take the south route now. We will make it into the Herb Scenic Route, but I don't know where the monster is. It could be on the opposite side. It could be on the side that approaches from Sanctime Gate. But then again, it might be right in front of the villa. I hope it's right in front of it. Oh, cool. This place gets its own song. I don't think it'd be over here in the pond area, which wasn't used for anything in first chapter, right? This place might not even have been open. No, it was. It was. We came here when we were staging our assault on the coup, right? Did we have to like board a ship on here, and that's how we made it to the top of the castle right before the Lawrence boss fight? I think that's what happened. These big old dudes. What do we got here? Tira Bomb. I waited 4 years for this game, and all I got was this stupid chest message. Oh, come on, XC. That's mean. Oh, that's super real. Rest in peace, all the people who had to wait from 2011 to 2015 for this localization to come out. Let's see here. Well, let's approach the villa. I'm hoping it's... Yeah, there it is. Don't know how I remembered it being right in front. Let's give him a whack. True hurricane. Wait, these guys might have... Nah, that's okay. I was gonna say, they might have like really good physical resistance. Same strategy as last time. Oh, but that time, Ollie's delay was a little bit too much. There we go. Way to go, Ollie. Exterminated the monsters. Here we go. Herbro Villa. See that fishing spot up there at the left? The Royal Villa. This is sort of nostalgic in a that was an awesome adventure kind of way. Seems a bit more lively this time though. The villa is usually open to the general public. Many people use it as a place to relax. Such a refined setting. It speaks to my muse. Perhaps I should wield my lute in the service of further rest and healing for everyone here. Yeah, you'll send them into comas maybe. I see the point about a vacation spot though. There's a lot of families here. I would imagine our lost child was with a family like that. Let's find Raymond and see what's happened. Okay. Let's not. Let's actually save the game and stop for now. When we pick up next time, we'll talk to Raymond, who we haven't seen in ages, and I don't even remember his face. Who cares? But we will pick up this lost child, head back to Grancel, and report into Elden and see what happens next. See you guys then.